Hearing God's voice is a desire that resonates deeply with people on a spiritual journey. It's the longing to connect with something greater than oneself, to seek guidance, comfort, and assurance in moments of confusion, decision, or distress. But how does one hear God's voice, and how can you discern what He is truly saying? To begin with, understanding God's voice starts with acknowledging that He desires a relationship with each individual. Like any meaningful relationship, communication is at its heart. Throughout history and across many faith traditions, people have sought this communion, sometimes through silent prayer, sometimes in moments of crisis, and often in everyday moments of stillness. First, quiet your heart and mind. The world is noisy, a swirl of notifications, distractions, worries, and demands. Setting aside intentional time for silence creates the space for spiritual awareness. Early mornings or late evenings, moments in nature, or quiet pauses during a lunch break can all be invitations to tune your heart to something deeper. Many find that reading sacred texts or reflective literature can help soften the noise of daily life, preparing the mind and spirit to listen. Prayer is another powerful way to open a channel of communication. Prayer doesn't always have to be words. It can be a posture of openness, a willingness to trust, and a simple acknowledgement. I am here, I am listening. The act of prayer, whether structured or spontaneous, draws a person closer into the presence of the divine. Sometimes prayer is about pouring out your thoughts and emotions, and sometimes it's about sitting in companionable silence. Listening for God's voice often means paying attention to your intuition, gentle nudges, or persistent thoughts that seem to come from outside yourself. This voice may not arrive as dramatic declarations, but rather as a quiet conviction, a sense of peace or unrest guiding your decisions, or a new perspective that enlightens your current situation. Some describe it as a still, small voice, a whisper that cuts through the clamor and busyness, urging you toward justice, mercy, forgiveness, or kindness. Discerning the difference between God's voice and your own thoughts or desires can be challenging. One helpful guidepost is to ask, does what I sense align with love, truth, compassion, and wisdom? God's message is typically consistent with guidance that lifts others up, encourages growth, fosters healing, and leads to peace. If what you sense brings fear, confusion, condemnation, or harm, it may be worth pausing and reflecting further before taking action. Another way God communicates is through inspired words, sermons, spiritual mentors, trusted friends, or passages in sacred texts that seem to speak directly to your current situation. Sometimes a phrase, story, or even a song lyric will resonate with uncanny precision, opening your heart or offering clarity. Paying attention to these moments and journaling them can help you trace threads of guidance over time. Community plays a vital role in understanding God's messages. Sharing your questions, experiences, and uncertainties with a circle of wise, trustworthy companions can offer new perspectives and affirmation. Sometimes others can see patterns, possibilities, and encouragements you may have missed. Authentic community also grounds you, helping you to guard against mistaking fleeting emotions or impulses for divine direction. Patience is essential. Often, God's messages unfold gradually. Answers may come as a series of small signs, shaped over time through experiences and inner reflection. There may be seasons when God's voice seems distant, times of silence or uncertainty. These seasons can be painful, but they frequently become periods of growth, deepening trust that transcends immediate answers. During such times, returning to gratitude, familiar prayers, or acts of kindness can help keep the channel of connection open. Obedience and openness to change are key to recognizing and receiving God's voice. Sometimes the message challenges comfort zones or requires personal growth. When you sense a prompting toward reconciliation, honesty, generosity, or a new direction, following through, even in small steps, can confirm and clarify what you are hearing. Dreams, visions, and creative inspiration are also ways through which many have historically understood divine communication. While these experiences can be profound, they also require careful reflection and sometimes wise counsel to interpret well. It's usually best to hold such experiences with humility, seeking confirmation and wisdom through prayer, community, and alignment with the core values of love and truth. Doubt and uncertainty are natural companions on the journey of hearing God's voice. It's important to know that questions do not disqualify you from genuine spiritual connection. On the contrary, bringing your doubts and hopes into honest conversation with the divine can deepen your faith. Pursue answers, but embrace the mystery as well. Sometimes the process of seeking is where the most profound transformation occurs. Over time, you may notice a greater sense of peace, clarity, or courage growing within as you attune yourself to these practices. You might find that life feels more meaningful, or that you notice small miracles, unexpected encouragements, doors opened in surprising ways, or the comfort of a timely word from a friend that affirm God's presence and guidance. To hear God's voice is to cultivate a lifelong practice of attentiveness. It's not reserved for spiritual luminaries or religious leaders. Anyone, wherever they are in their journey, can learn to listen. Whether in a bustling city or a quiet rural town, in moments of joy or days of sorrow, the invitation is always there, to open your heart to the whispers of love, wisdom, and hope. Ultimately, learning to understand God's message that is less about perfect technique and more about relationship, a daily evolving trust that you are known, loved, and guided. The journey may be winding, with seasons of clarity and times of questioning, but in seeking, you may just find the gentle, persistent voice you've longed to hear, guiding you onward step by faithful step. If this video touches your heart, please give it a like to spread God's message of hope. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell for more uplifting Christian content to strengthen your faith. Together, let's shine God's light in a world that needs it.